There's been times I've made like even $800 in a day, or even there was one weekend we made $2,000 in a whole weekend.
That's Chris Torres from Long Island. He and his wife are furniture flippers through a company called Sharetown. And how it works is you get assigned these local furniture returns and mattress returns. You take them back, you clean them up, and then you list them for resale on Facebook Marketplace or wherever else that you like. And the cool thing about it, as Chris is about to explain, is you don't have to pay for that inventory until it sells.
We discovered Sharetown through Side Hustle Nation. And what's awesome about Sharetown is it's simple. As soon as they send you a pickup on the app to go pick up this item, whether it's furniture or workout equipment or mainly mattresses right now we're working with. We love the mattresses. You just got to contact the person in a timely fashion and give you the name and the address, kind of like if it'll pop up if you were familiar with DoorDash or Uber, it'll come up on the app, tell you the person's location. You set up a day and time that works best for them. You make a schedule and you do all your pickups and you post on social media. You can post these products. You bring the products either to your house if you have the space in your garage or a storage unit.
Yeah, I was going to ask if you are able to maintain it out of the garage or you've got a separate storage facility at this point?
Yeah, exactly. We started in our garage and then now we do a storage facility.
What are you using for the pickups? You have a truck or you have a kind of a trailer set up?
I have a regular size Yukon Denali. It's not like an XL. It's a nice size vehicle. I could
fit kind of fold down the seats and put the stuff in the back.
Fold down the seats. The mattresses get wrapped up. They're in a bag. They get folded. There's a great Facebook page with Sharetown. Everybody communicates with each other. They give each other tips, hints, things to make the job a little bit easier. Everybody's so positive and supportive.
What was your initial reaction or skepticism when your wife presents you with this idea or this opportunity? You're like, wait a minute, is this like, how does this work?
My first thing is, well, when do we get paid and how does this work? And I'm asking her all these questions. And so then we received an email and we got on a phone call with the account manager and they explained to us how it worked. And, I felt a little bit better. I was like, at first I was like, do I have to pay out of pocket for these products? So Sharetown is neat because these items come up on the app, if not every day, every other day or so. Okay. And a lot of these items are great. See, they're not destroyed items. They're still good quality. Like, it's a shame to see something, like I said, like some of this furniture here in my house.
Right.
Like,
yeah. It's just people returned it because they didn't like it, especially the mattresses. Hey, it's 100 night sleep dry.
Right. And some people don't like it. Maybe it's the wrong color, buyer's remorse. And sometimes it's brand new in a box, which is great. People like that when we resell it on like Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist, OfferUp, things like that. So it works. It's really created lots of flexibility for us. And the money's great too. For example, you sell a mattress for $500 or $600 and the mattress retails for $2,000. People online see, they're like, what's the catch? Why is this mattress so cheap? So I tell them in a nutshell, this is a trial error. It's up to you. They do get sanitized. They do get cleaned. So a lot of people don't like the idea of mattresses being used. I totally understand that. But people don't care to lay on a mattress when they go away on a vacation that somebody's using every other day or every other in a hotel. So, if it's a trial error, at least, you realize the mattress gets inspected. You make sure it's not damaged. You make sure there's no stains on it. If anything's crazy, Sharetown shows you how to go through it. And they communicate with you and you communicate with them. And it's not a big deal. You move on to the next item. They'll even pay you for picking it up. Say if you find something once in a blue moon, like very rarely. And since we've been doing it since July, there's only been 3 occasions where we had to discard the product. So you do it on the app. The app tells you what to do. It gives you like these little drop downs. It tells you if it's in excellent condition, if it's fair, if it's a good, or does it need to be destroyed. So what you do is you send them a picture of if it's damaged, and they have you spray paint on it, like a number, or you put an X or something, or you might have to cut it up because they don't want people also taking advantage. So you never know. Somebody could be lying. So it's a way of proving that, hey, this is really a damaged product. I got to get rid of it. I can't sell it.
Is there a typical weekly sales volume in terms of the pickups and the orders that you're receiving?
You could easily make on a good week, you could easily make about 1,500 a week, 1,000 a week, somewhere in that frame.
How many items is that?
Maybe 3 to 4 or 5.
Okay.
Because that's not bad. So I try to sell something, at least 1 or 2 a day. That's my goal.
It sounds like it's similar to these other gig economy, the DoorDashes of the world, through it's an app interface. It's just it just doesn't have the name recognition. It doesn't have, the huge venture backing that a lot of these gig apps had to go out and recruit this army of, independent contractors on the ground level.
Exactly what it is. Yep. What's cool about the app is it'll tell you the retail price. It'll tell you what Sharetown wants from you, and then it tells you the minimum what you should sell it for, what they recommend. The minimum.
Yep.
So like if there's a $2,000 mattress, Sharetown may only want like 350 for it or 250, or even sometimes less. Sometimes it's like 175. And you jump on Marketplace, people want a deal. So, I'll sell people. That's why people are like, wait a minute, you're selling a $2,000 mattress for $600 or $500. So Sharetown will get like what they're asking for.
Yeah.
Like I said, 250 or 175, and I keep the rest. So sometimes I may make $300 or $400 a day. I may make $500 a day. So it all depends. And that's just on one item. And mattresses are great because I never realized how many people, I didn't know I was going to be in the mattress business, but I didn't realize so many people need mattresses on a regular.
Become the mattress dealer in the local
Yeah.
neighborhood. I love it.
We love it. We meet them at the storage unit. The storage unit's only 10 minutes up the road. It's great for people who live in metropolitan areas, urban areas, cities. I know there's people in certain rural areas where they may not get as much
Right.
flow like this, but you could do it part-time. It's also great to do part-time if you live in those areas.
Yeah, for sure. And then as far as the reconciliation, to go back to your account rep and say, well, this is what we picked up during the week, this is what we sold. Like, are they then asking for their portion, Sharetown's portion of that inventory?
Oh,
Like, how often do you have to pay,
Oh
kind
yeah,
of pay
yeah.
for
I'm
what you
sorry to get
sold?
into that. It's so easy. All you do is every Sunday night or every Monday night. What I do is I my bank I use Capital One, but I'm sure everybody has this on their bank, no matter what bank you have. You have boxes, you have savings. So I'm a big believer in the jar method. I don't know if you ever heard of that. The jar method, like 3 or 4 jars. You add some finances to it, the money to it. You get paid, you split it. So with Sharetown, I do the same thing. I have a box just for them every week. Every time a customer pays us, we give Sharetown a profit. I transfer the money over. If it's cash, I go to the bank, I deposit it. I go right on the phone on my app. I swipe the money over, like exactly what I owe them for that item. And
Okay.
by the end of the week, all their money's there. So I give them their money for the week every Sunday night or Monday evening.
I love it. Are there any best practices that you found in terms of like the Facebook marketplace listing or the marketing side of things, just to get the inventory flowing?
Refreshing your ads, refreshing your posts, just staying on top of it every day.
So every week it gives you the option, like, have you sold this yet? Do you want to renew this
Yeah,
listing? Like
yeah, yeah,
that,
yep, yep,
or like
yep.
full
It
delete,
does. It
restart
does
over?
that. Well, yeah, that too. It does that. We do both. Like if it'll offer me that, and I haven't sold something, I'll resell it. And what else is great? You realize you're getting that same item on a regular basis. You realize, well, I don't really have to edit that post that much. So what I do to make my life easier and it doesn't make myself frustrating, and I don't have to always change my words, I copy and paste a really good little description of an item that I get on a regular basis. I'll put it in my notes on my phone, and then every time it's time to reset an item, or refresh an item, or repost an item,
Yeah.
I'll just copy and paste it back into the post to make my life easier. I would do it once or even twice a week to totally delete and repost.
Any other tips for future Sharetown reps?
Ask questions in the group. When you get added to the Facebook group, you'll love it. Keep yourself motivated. Not every day is going to be a perfect day, but when you realize the potential you have doing this and how much volume you can move, and the more you move, the more product Sharetown's going to give you. It's so worth it. It's worth it. You'll be surprised at how fast things change around, whether it's part-time or full-time, once you stay dedicated to it.
What are the common complaints in the Facebook group?
Oh, I got this thing. It's broken. How am I going to sell it? Like I was telling you before, or it's damaged. How do I do this? How do I do that? Am I able to like fit a certain amount of product in my car, or just like you can see, or
Yeah.
what do you guys use for like cleaning supplies or certain bags? It's like a $25 bag or $10 bag that you could buy for any mattress, and it zips up. You buy it on Amazon. We found that in the Facebook group, and it was great. It works perfectly because that's how you cover the mattress. It's like a tarp. It's like a zip up tarp, a blue
Yeah.
tarp.
Protected in
And
transit. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So because you're transporting it, so you don't want to damage it, so you don't want to get stained or dirty. You don't want to drag a mattress through someone's yard, or if you're in a city, dragging it through the concrete.
Oh,
So
very
there's
good.
more pros and cons, without a doubt, hands down. Definitely more pros and cons. We're able to now have more time and more freedom and catch up on our debt and pay my bills ahead of time. I feel great. Like my bills are paid up for the next 2 months. I'm going on a cruise next month. I'll be back on track when I get back. I'm just so grateful for the whole thing, and it's just been an awesome thing. I'm so glad my wife found you guys, Side Hustle Nation, and we found Sharetown through you. And it's, I tell you what, Nick, it's been awesome.
Well, Chris, appreciate you sharing. Appreciate you stopping by. If you're
Of
ready to
course.
learn more, sidehustlenation.com/sharetown is my direct referral link. I'll also
Okay.
link up our full write-up and review in the description below. Thank you so
Awesome.
much for watching, and make sure to subscribe for more money-making ideas. Cheers.